Hi, we're the Creature Appeal.
And this is a documentary of how we recorded our new single, A Vague Drawing, for Sketchier Night Out. So the song has been, I think, kicking about since about 2021 when I first originally wrote it and then brought it to the band.
I think I was out at the time, so I just read the lyrics and I literally stopped in my tracks because the words are just some of the most beautiful words I think I've ever heard in a song. So I felt so lucky that I got to be the one to sing those lyrics and that he kind of trusted me to sing them with the emotion that he would have been feeling at the time when he wrote them.
I don't know how much I can say without legally incriminating myself, but the song's about a situation I was in kind of 4 years ago, 2021. I'd gone through a bit of a messy breakup at the time. I was also going out kind of quite a lot because I recently moved away from home and lived with my kind of mates for the first time. So there's a lot of boozing, a lot of going out at the time. Remember there was a particular freeze around Halloween that we were going to an event, like a club night. Bit of a no contact situation going on. I remember for the first time seeing, like, on my ex's story that we were both in the same city at the same time for kind of what, God knows how long it would have been. It was a bit of a crash out, I won't lie, and kind of the resulting crash out is kind of essentially the essence of the song, kind of quite literally kind of being at a club night, looking at my phone, looking at Instagram, and just trying to get in contact with someone who's obviously on a club night somewhere else in the city. So it's kind of just a summation of quite a messy situation and then a messy night. And then the second section of the song is actually kind of then the waking up the morning after, the kind of the anxiety, the God, what have I done? What have I done that for? Why have I tried to contact this person?
One of my favourite parts of the piano is when it goes into the second section of the song. We each take it in turns to play the lead line. So it starts out with just the rhythm guitar, and then bass comes in with the lead line. And then when Nick's vocals start, piano comes in playing the lead line. And then once we do the big vocal build bit, then it's the guitar solo and the guitar plays the lead line. It's everyone does a bit of it. So it's you hint at it with the bass and then the piano, and then in the big bit the guitar does it, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I think it's one of my favourite of our songs to play on piano. I think it's a really beautiful part. A lot of it is just either harmonising or adding on to existing parts of the song, because this was already a song that they used to play live all the time before I joined the band, so it's kind of where can I slot in, where can I add to it. And so on the main guitar riff I play a harmony on piano, and then in the chorus I'm playing along with Nick's lead vocal line, and then playing some lead guitar parts where Cam's playing the rhythm guitar. So it was really just about slotting in and adding to what is already the most beautiful parts of the song.
The song was written in 2021 and it's taken until 2025 to record it. So we played it live so much that each time we played it or practiced it, I'd change bits of it. So the song kind of evolved with me through different parts of my life, just even in those 4 years. I was relating to different parts of the song or thinking about different parts of the song very differently. And something that I think is so important in live performances or just music in general is just trying to get emotion through. So I was trying to relate it back to things that I've experienced, even though it's what Connor has written.
Each half of the song has very distinct drum patterns that differ quite significantly to each other. This was done on purpose to try and reflect the emotional difference between the two halves of the song, with the first half having a kind of lighter drum feel, the sticking patterns aren't as intense and the fills aren't as fast, and the second section having more intense drumming, more crash cymbals, faster fills, to try and kind of show through the drumming the emotion on display of someone crashing out after the night out previous.
Effects-wise, I definitely thought about the main lead line having a nice sort of chorus and reverb going together with a touch of overdrive to really drive the higher frequencies in the sort of like a saturation effect. And then for the solo at the end, having taken off that overdrive and just putting on more chorus and more reverb, so it hits harder and it's more it's floatier.
Those chords were actually something that I'd written on acoustic guitar at my childhood home, literally kind of a few years before that. So I actually had the initial idea of like the melody and the chords way before I'd actually written any lyrics for the song. It's kind of almost kind of a case of I had this song but hadn't actually lived the words to it yet, and then that one night all the words just kind of came out, and then putting kind of the two together.
Is it euphoric, ironic music, gin and tonic, and you're all I think? But they're not the right words. I'm literally just not singing the right words. Put on the Queen's dead, but only I know it's over. Myself and your eye was my favorite view, but now my whole world's painted in bluish hue. Saw alcohol and fiction, one more tainted scripture, a booze-fueled display, and a drunkard's depiction of couplets and prose texts, and letting you know how I feel, how I feel, how I feel.
It's been a really long time coming for us to actually release it.
Yeah, it was one of my favourite songs for the longest time, and that's why I just kept pushing that we record it. But I think because it's a bit slower, everyone was a bit more hesitant. I'm glad that we did in the end. The dawn reveals a message I had part-typed out. It's just a vague drawing of a sketchy night out.
Cool.
Hello. So I have to tell you about the piano now. So